But I will say, if I can broaden the scope just a little bit here,
please.
Like separating the Japanese OST and the like tone of that as opposed to the 4Kids. That is a 4Kids thing in general, like not even just as far as the OST goes, because they also do it with One Piece, where obviously the original Japanese release of One Piece is way more gritty, it's way more adult, there's a lot more adult situations, as opposed to the Japanese or the 4Kids release, where like Sanji's cigarette is now a lollipop, or Smoker doesn't have his cigars, he's just constantly smoking, or what's another one? Oh yeah, one of the guy's guns turns into like this weird shower head hammer thing. Like, it's 4Kids in general is for kids. So like a lot of the things they do are going to be heavily censored. They're going to be heavily handholdy and, like Kyo said, Mickey Mousey. Like, they're going to be way more polite and innocent as opposed to the original release.
Right. But that makes sense as 4Kids
is 4Kids, yeah.
it was the 4Kids like company, it was kind of a response to some of the stuff in the 90s. Like, the 90s was a big era for pushing edgier TV for like kids, like stuff like Batman the Animated Series was really big. A lot of cartoons at the time were like kind of pushing for older audiences, especially. But the early 2000s kind of hit a hard shift backward. So like stuff with like when they did dubbing, so like the same company 4Kids did, they did Pokemon, they did One Piece, they did Beyblade, Sonic X. They made a lot of stuff for children. So like the business model is like, it's cheaper to just get stuff from Japan and then redub it. But the problem was like these people from America are getting these shows that are marketed as for children in Japan. So they're like, oh, okay, so we don't have to do a whole lot. And then they look at the episodes and they see like guns and smoking and like murder and stuff. And then they're just like, oh, we got to tame this down for children. But to be honest, a lot of them are not that severe. Like there are instances in like Sonic X where there are guns, but like you don't really see anybody getting shot. You don't see blood. And if you do see blood, it's like incredibly rare.
Right. No, we get it.
Or if you see like...
It dumps it down. It dumps it down for sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like on one hand, that is just like... That was just kind of the way it kind of had to be at the time. Because like there was a lot of like you guys heard about like how Beavis and Butthead was like a big like had a lot of pushback from parents in like the 90s and 80s, or just like how cartoons got a lot of parents that would complain about small stuff. So like that 4Kids is kind of a response to like parents who are kind of really overprotective about stuff their children watch.
For parents. So it's not for kids. It was for parents.
Well, yes, in some sense.
I see a dilemma here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when like a lot of times, like I think some of it was like it was preemptive like changes that nobody really complained about. Like they're trying to make it right for America, but like Japan has wildly different standards for what kids can watch compared to what adults watch.
No, we get
compared
it.
to what kids in America watch, I should say.
Absolutely.